What's up, YouTube? Tenchi Arizonia, the angry Dracolope of the Jackalope crew here, and today's video is regarding this watch. And this is a Casio Edifice chronograph. Excuse me while I look at the screen. The model is the EFS-S550PB-1AVUEF. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Why can't Casio just give their watches names like other companies like Seiko, for example, or Invicta? Anyway, I've had this watch around 3 months at this point. I'm going to take it off and try and get a better shot of it for the camera. As I said, I've had this watch about 3 months and I absolutely bloody love it. This is going to be awkward. Hopefully it shows up on the camera well. I'm not too sure because I do have a fixed focus on the camera, so it might be a bit blurry. If it is, look up there. I'm going to put some images there in editing. Anyway, let's get this watch back on my wrist. And yes, I've actually put the factory strap back on this watch because the NATO band that I got for it, although it's relatively comfortable, I did find that there were clearance issues with the spring bars and the case body. There is not enough space between those for the NATO band to move freely, and that resulted in a pinch point, which on a thin nylon band, such as a NATO band, you really do not want any stress points like that. So I decided to change back to the original strap. I do like the original strap, I just preferred to have something with a little more style, such as a NATO band. However, as I found out with the spacings between the spring bars and the case body, the spring bars holding the straps on, by the way, the spring bars only have a 0.8mm clearance between the body and the lugs. That is not enough of a clearance between the case body and lugs for the NATO strap to move freely. As such, I've changed back to the factory strap. Anyway, some information regarding this watch, and sorry while I look off to the side, I have had to bring up the website because I do not have a printer, so I cannot print out documentation on stuff I'm reviewing. So, the band length on this is 22 centimeters. The band diameter is 20 millimeters. And I found out actually with Casio, most of the bands, speaking from what I've found out recently, most of the bands on Casios tend to be 20 millimeter wide. So it should be relatively easy to find straps that will fit. However, do take into account, as I've previously mentioned, that you will need to find a strap that matches your spacing on the spring bar between the case body and the mounting holes in the lugs for said spring bars. So between here, I don't know how well it shows, between where my finger is and the edge of the case body, that is not enough space for a 1mm NATO strap to slip through. So be aware of that if you do want to change the straps. The battery is a TS920E, which is a solar recharging lithium cell. I do not know what the capacity of these cells is. I have not been able to find any information on that particular piece of information. It is, as I stated before, a chronograph. The strap is plastic, and don't let that fool you. This is a really comfortable strap, unlike some plastic straps you may have seen out there. I'm looking at you, Timex, with your G-Shock rip-offs. And Seconda as well. Yeah. If you want a G-Shock, buy a G-Shock. Don't buy these Seconda and Timex rip-offs. Trust me. The display is analog. It has a date feature on it. Again, I'm going to put some pictures up here so I can give you clear, concise shots. The The glass type, and this is what I bought this watch for, the glass type is sapphire. So there is virtually nothing I could do to scratch the crystal on this watch. You can see it reflecting there. The movement is a Japan movement, and it's a quartz type Japan movement. Never had any issues with those. Most of the watches I've come across, actually cheap watches especially, have Japan movements, and they are generally quartz movements. The head, I'm going to have to take it off again. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah. I hate having to take the watch off, because there. The head depth, so the case depth is 12 millimeters. The casing is stainless steel. Oh, by the way, the battery cover is also stainless steel on this, so those of you who cannot wear cheaper watches because of base metals won't have a problem with this one. It is a stainless, all the parts that touch your body are stainless steel, apart from the strap, which is plastic. The head height, so from the 6 o'clock position to the 12 o'clock position, is 50 millimeters. The head shape is round, obviously. Head width is 47 millimeters between the crown and the opposite side. Doesn't have a plating on it as far as I can tell. It says NA on the site anyway. It does have a timer, and as I said, it does have solar power. Strap colour is black on this. I really wish it was navy blue to match the highlights on the dial. Again, refer to the images up here. And it does come with a 2 years manufacturer's warranty and has a water resistance of 100 meters. It also weighs 100 grams. So it's not exactly the lightest watch, and I over-tightened my strap there because I wasn't paying attention. So it's not the lightest watch out there, but it's not the heaviest either. And these are fully fucking functional chronographs, unlike, pardon my language, I do realise I swore there, unlike Diesel, which are more of a fashion chronograph, this is a full function chrono. When you've got it on timer mode, it will measure up to 30 minutes, which will be your left-hand dial. The bottom dial will be your seconds. And then the right-hand dial, facing this way, is actually a 12-hour timer. Or was it 24? No, 24-hour timer. See, this is why you look, guys, because you might fuck something up. And it doesn't mention that on the website, by the way. So, after 3 months, what can I say about this watch? Well, I'm not easy on stuff, I'll be honest, guys. I've had cheap watches in the past, cheap rotaries, cheap secondas, when I was a kid, and I broke them like they were going out of style. I was going through like 2-3 watches a month. I was just that rough as a kid. And I'm still pretty rough on stuff now, to be honest. I haven't had any issues with this watch whatsoever. I've been shopping with it, and when I've been shopping, I've been a little bit careless and knocked it against shelves. No scratches, no dings, no nothing, because of the sapphire crystal. However, people did tell me that the bezel, I forgot to mention the bezel. People did tell me that the bezel would get scratched. It hasn't, and the bezel is a unidirectional bezel, which is designed for divers. So after 3 months, I can say confidently that if you are thinking about getting a chronograph and you want something at an entry level, say about 100, 150 pounds, this is one that cannot be beat. If you go to watchestoyou.com, you can pick this watch up for £99. No, they are not a sponsor, but I'll put a link to them in the description of this video because they have some amazing products. And if you like branded sunglasses, they also do Ray-Bans and Oakleys. Depends what they can get on sale because they basically do flash sales all the time. Anyway, as I said, I really do dig this watch. I've had it for 3 months now, no issues. I'll put another image up there before I end this video just showing you a close-up of the face. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. After 3 months, I still like this watch as much as I did the day when I got it. And that says something. Most people, if they're going to get a watch, most people are like, after a couple of months, I'm not really as happy with it as I was when I got it. I can tell you, you buy this watch, this right here, you'll be as happy with it months down the road as you will the day you bought it. Especially if you get it at a deal like I did. I actually paid £94.50 for this, including postage. Anyway, that's all for now. This watch is Dracolope approved. As I said, that's all for now. If you like it, please subscribe, comment, and share. And remember, be good to each other.